Good morning. It is just after 6 a.m. and I am getting up and ready for the day. This is my very first vlog and I'm going to walk you through a day in the life of a social media manager and kind of what that looks like. Typically when I wake up in the morning, I would get some form of exercise and I'm going to do that today. I have my yoga mat right there in my office. Yeah, I move my body and then I get some food because the first thing I think about when I wake up is food. Anyways, I hope you enjoy this vlog today. Let's dive in. And my camera died. Classic. I should have charged it last night, but in the time that it took to charge my battery, I managed to get ready, as you can see, and every morning I do spend a little bit of time reading. So right now I am reading The Context Marketing Revolution by Sweezy. Here's the actual cover. By Matthew Sweezy. So typically in the mornings I will read something that's related to business, something that kind of gets me fueled and excited for the day, something about marketing, something about leadership, and then at nighttime I will try to read something that is like fiction, something that is not real, something that is made up or has a storyline to it. Yeah, I try to read as much as I can, but in reality I don't have a ton of time. And yep. I also wanted to mention that I try to drink 1 full bottle of water in the morning. I am notorious for not drinking enough water and then getting dizzy and lightheaded throughout the day. So I have made this kind of a priority before I have my first cup of coffee, which is decaf. So I am going to take you with me as I go make breakfast. I'm going to make a smoothie and a bagel, and then I'm going to get my coffee ready. So I am going to take you with me, but I have to be super quiet because my boyfriend is sleeping. When I use the blender to make my smoothie, it's not going to be super quiet, but I'm hungry. Okay, let's go. There is a bunch of construction stuff in our house right now because we are in the middle of renovating our bathroom. So actually this morning I couldn't even shower. I had to just get ready. We will go to, I guess, my in-laws' house tonight to shower. And hopefully by the end of this week we will have our shower in and we can shower here. But there is construction stuff everywhere. Okay, so I'm gonna try and find a place to put you as I make my breakfast. In the mornings, I typically make a smoothie. I find that it is pretty fulfilling. As you can see, I just pulled out a cup from the dishwasher because I had a smoothie yesterday and I had to wash it. But I use the Vega Protein salted caramel protein powder. It is so delicious, and of course silk almond milk. I just tried to put it on the shelf instead of in the fridge. Classic Kirsten move. I add a banana. Freak out because it's going to be a little bit loud, and I compost the banana peel because we do that now. And I'm making a bagel as well. I'm excited. You just can't tell. So fun fact, I don't actually make my own coffee at home. I will typically go the night before and get myself a decaf coffee from Starbucks, and then I will put it in my mug and drink it. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to make coffee at home. I never used to be a big coffee drinker until I started having these caramel macchiatos with almond milk, decaf. Typically no caramel drizzle, but yeah. So I'm going to put it in my mug and then I'm going to put it in the microwave. Truthfully, the reason why I'm showing you this video is because I get to show you my Booby mug, which I got from Wolf and Rebel here in Windsor, Ontario. Fantastic store. Highly recommend you check them out. So normally I would be eating breakfast in our dining room, but because there's so much construction and there's just tools and pieces of wood everywhere, I just eat in my office. And if I am feeling like it, I will also read a little bit more while I'm having breakfast. But I wanted to take a moment to just show you how much I drink in the morning. So let me turn you around here. So we have my coffee in my cute new booby mug. I love it. And then we have my smoothie and my water. And our cute little cat over there. Cisco, say hi. Say hi. Oh, he's so sweet. So yeah, I'm gonna have breakfast and then I will walk you through how I kickstart my day. Okay, so I'm putting this little disclaimer here because I picked possibly the worst day to record a day in the life, and that just so happens to be a Monday. On Mondays are usually when I have all of my calls. I have team meetings, I have strategy calls, I have weekly touch points with clients. So in this video, you don't get to see a real look at the work I do on a day-to-day basis. Any given week for me is so different. I could be working on social media strategy, I could be working on social media content and getting content scheduled in a platform like Buffer. I could be doing community management and engaging with the clients that I manage their content, engaging with their following. There's just so many different things, and I don't feel that this video was a true representation of every single day during my week. So feel free to watch. I do give a few tips and tricks along the way. However, it is not all encompassing in what I do on a day-to-day basis. I think I will probably create a follow-up video, another day in the life, on a day where I'm strictly focused on social media management and content creation and doing newsletters and things like that. But for the purpose of this video, you get to see me in and out of meetings, which is a typical Monday, and doing a little bit of content creation. I apologize in advance, but it's still a good video, so please keep watching. So I am just getting off of 3 back-to-back meetings today that took about 2.5 hours, and the only client-facing work that I've gotten to do today was a little bit of social media content this morning, which I did wrap up for one client, which I count as a win in my books. What I'm trying to do is reduce the number of meetings that I have in any given week to allow me to have more time for deep work. It's a little bit of a challenge when you have as many clients as you do and you have to touch base with them quite frequently, but it's good nonetheless. And I have some time this afternoon to get some good work in, so I will be doing that. My typical day consists of creating social media content, email funnels, landing pages, working on ad copy, updating websites. It really changes day in and day out, but for social media management, it's creating content, working on community engagement in a platform called $80, which I've linked down below for you to see, and just making sure that everything is scheduled and ready to go. So I have about a half hour till I take my lunch, so I will be doing a little bit of work between then. But yeah, this afternoon I'm going to show you a little bit more in depth of what my workday looks like. If you have been following me for quite some time, you know that I always preach about showing up on your Instagram stories. So I make a point in every day to make sure I pull out my phone, pop on my Instagram stories, and say something either about what I'm doing that day or something I'm working on. Maybe I'm sharing a client project. So I'm going to do that right now. And then after the video has been recorded, I will go in and make sure to add captions. Fun fact, you can actually head to your story. I'm gonna open it up here. Let's say hypothetically I was sharing this. So this video, it's kind of hard to see, but you can click on the text function, and then in the bottom right hand corner you will see the microphone. You can tap that, and then it will actually type out what you say. So you just essentially have to repeat what you said in your video and it will get posted on your story. So you can see that here. And the more I talk, the more text that gets added. Yeah, fun fact, super easy and saves you a whole lot of time. I wish I knew this hack when I first started. So I am about to go make lunch and I think about food probably every 10 minutes. So I've been thinking about what I'm going to make for lunch all day. And I've decided that I am going to make a grilled cheese with chicken and some pickles and chips on the side. So let's go do that. Are you having lunch, babe? What are you making? Put you here probably. If I don't watch my stuff, this guy eats it.
It's because you don't finish it, so I gotta.
I do finish it. She golden.
Ew!
And yes, I put ketchup on my grilled cheese.
Put ketchup on everything. It's disgusting.
So much judgment over here from the guy eating like 5-day-old leftovers.
Garbage disposal.
Alright. We're going to eat in the living room because we're doing construction and there's shit everywhere. This is a nice little close-up. Huh? No.
You show everyone how you eat?
Do I not eat nice?
Probably when you're on camera, you do.
It's lunchtime. Okay, so I'm about to head into my next 3 meetings of the day, but in between I have a little bit of time. So I'm going to show you some of the story graphics that I'm creating for one of my clients, but I have to go into my meetings first, so hang tight. So I'm going to be working on a little bit of content creation for the rest of the day. I do have a few more meetings, but for the most part, I am going to be focused on creating content for my clients. Right now, I'm working on creating some story graphics for their home builder, interior design, husband and wife duo. Super cool. But we want to create some really engaging content for their stories. So that's what I'm going to be working on. I am also screen recording this, so you will see this a little bit closer up than just right there on the camera. But we are essentially working on creating some graphics that can be screenshotted and reshared on other people's stories, and then they can tag a friend. It's a little bit challenging because it is about home renovation and home building, so it's not the most exciting topic, but we are testing out a few different engaging pieces of content to see how they perform, and then we will adjust accordingly. So I'm just scrolling through what we've previously created. So we have a few would you rathers. I'm going to make a couple more. I do a lot of my content creation in Canva. I am able to use Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign, the whole Adobe suite, but I just find that when I need to create graphics really quick, Canva is always my go-to. If you haven't used Canva before or you're interested in learning more, there is a link in the description below. Please check it out. It's honestly going to save you so much time, and if I didn't have Canva, I would be going crazy. So the nice thing about having a Mac and an iPhone is that I can AirDrop everything from my computer to my phone. So now that I've finished creating these story graphics, I'm actually just going to export them in a file. And then I am going to open up the file, highlight the ones that I want. So I'm going to do the would you rathers. And then I'm going to AirDrop them to my phone. So now you can see that they've popped up on my phone. And I'm going to log into their Instagram account. And I'm going to post them to the story. So as you can see, I put a little placeholder here for where the sticker button is going to go. Let's see if I can make it a little more clear. And I'm just going to have to place the button over top. So I'm going to do that right now. poll, and then I'm gonna have to put in quick tip, make sure you're using hashtags on your Instagram stories. And it's good to be posted. So I'm gonna post that one. I'm gonna post the next one with the same poll sticker on it. And then we're gonna post one more. So 3 altogether for today. Put it on, and I'm good to go. So now you can see in their stories, we have 1, 2, 3. And then what we'll do is we'll keep an eye on how they perform, how many people engage, if they like them. And then if we notice that it gets a lot of engagement, then we know that that's a piece of content that works and we're going to create more. And if we're noticing that there's not a lot of engagement, we are going to try a different tactic. For this particular client, we used to post quite often in the feed, and now we're taking more of a strategy in the stories. Like a strategy approach in the stories to see how that performs, because a lot of people were watching the stories, and anytime we would put those question stickers or poll stickers in there, people were always engaging. So if we can get our audience to engage, obviously that's better, and we want to utilize those tactics instead. So that's what we're doing. So my last meeting of the day is actually a discovery call with a potential new client. And I will typically set aside 30 minutes before the discovery call to do a little bit more research into who they are, what their business is, kind of areas where I feel like maybe they need a little bit of support. But then when I jump on the call, I let them lead the conversation. They'll tell me a little bit about themselves and what they were hoping to achieve by working together. And that usually gives me a good idea of what they're looking for and how I can support them. So that is what I'm going to do for the next half hour before this meeting, and then I will jump in and hopefully it goes well. So I just got off the discovery call and it was actually really good. At the time of me editing this video, the client actually decided to move forward with a social media management package. I'm really excited because every time I get on a discovery call and I talk to people, you can just feel the passion coming through. I am going to spend the rest of my day editing the YouTube video for tomorrow. I don't normally put it off this long, but we were super busy on the weekend and the footage just wasn't working for me. But we are also renovating our bathroom right now, and our renovations happen at nighttime, so things are going to be a little bit loud. And I'm going to end the video like this. So thank you so much for tuning in with me and checking in on how my day is as a social media manager. If you are interested in becoming a social media manager, please feel free to leave me a message in the comments below. If you like this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you next Tuesday.